Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. And checking out Oklahoma City's opening lineup, courtesy of our friends at State Farm. And for the Pacers.
Well, Pacers continued to improve as a team last season, and part of that was just being a solid team in front of their home crowd. The Pacers had an excellent home record in Indianapolis, and that was one of the reasons they were able to fight their way into the playoffs.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Number 2, he's guarded by Williams. Number 43, can't connect from 13 feet out. And for the Pacers at 23-10 at home last season, you know, most years you have a winning percentage like that at home. Clark, you're in good shape.
Yeah, and an improvement from the season before, too, Kevin. I mean, just a few extra wins at home can take you from being the 8 seed, as they were in 2011, to all the way up to the 3 seed, which is where they were last year.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. He feeds it to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. No good.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
Number 2. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but threw the foul, and he'll go to the line.
You can tell a lot about a team by how it handles its business on the road. Typically, that's a good barometer of what kind of success a team is going to have, what they get done on the road. The Thunder showed last year they were going to be right in the mix with their road play.
Yeah, the Thunder finished 21-12 on the road last season. For a team so good at home to be able to win on the road like they did, Steve, I thought that was incredibly impressive.
Well, to be an elite team in the NBA, Kevin, you have to win on the road. You've got to control your home court and then be able to go out and grind out wins away from home, and that's exactly what Oklahoma City has established the last couple of seasons.
Now here's Turner. There's the triple, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Pacers making a switch here. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I briefly spoke with Oklahoma City's head coach. This is a team that loves to run, and he wants to see them do what they love. Fast break basketball should be on the menu today, guys. We'll enjoy watching it.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. And so it's Indiana with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. Number 23. No good.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Got a piece of it. To the middle to stop the drought, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
So both teams making some changes here. Back to Williams. Uncovered, and he hits the jumper for 2. Williams has got his first basket. Pacers trail by 6. They set the screen. 0-0. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, they were very pleased with their free throw numbers a year ago. They knocked down about 79% from the stripe as a team.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting. Boy, he's knocking them down. No surprise there. He's one of the premier free throw shooters in the league.
He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 4. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, Steve, Clark, what do you think?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
The Thunder leading by 4.
You know, the Pacers as a franchise had a slow start when they joined the NBA in the mid-'70s, but from the 90s until today, Kevin, they've been a pretty consistent presence in the playoffs.
So for Oklahoma City right now, yeah, you're right, Clark, some great teams those Pacers had in the 90s. Still, the team is looking for the first title, Steve, in the NBA. They have won
They
it.
had multiple ABA titles.
Exactly, good point. And Steve, they're trying to do it now in this one.
Well, they've been close, but they just haven't been able to get over the hump. A little bit like the Phoenix Suns in the West. You know, 2 franchises that have been very, very good, but just haven't been able to win the big one.
Zero. No good on the 3.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And the shot is good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Dishes it to Walker. Number 23. He's guarded by Williams. Turner working against Williams. 0. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Chris Humphries, prior to last season, became more famous for his life off the court after a short-lived celebrity marriage. Somehow that translated to a lot of boos when he played on the road. But Humphries did a great job of tuning it out and playing well. He said, at the end of the day, it's about coming to the gym and what you do on the court. And I think true basketball people respect guys that no matter what's going on in their life, they approach the game the same way. Focus and play hard. Kevin, not always easy to do.
And credit him for keeping his concentration on his job. Doris, good story, thanks. The Thunder leading by 8.
Well, one thing that you can't say is that the Thunder's rise to the top caught anyone by surprise. In the annual GM survey before the season started, more than 2/3 of the general managers in the league picked Oklahoma City to win the West.
4 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Number 2. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Number 26. Indiana again missing. And you look at the roster they have, and Steve, you kind of alluded to it around the league. They were garnering great success. The stars like Westbrook and Durant, so much youth. It's no wonder all those GMs, Clark, that Steve was just talking about, picked Oklahoma City.
And the scary thing is that they'll keep getting picked over and over again. I mean, they have a lot of depth and a lot of skill, and I just see them getting better and better each season.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Wallace. Bryant with the rebound. 0. The three-pointer no good. Number 2. And that's not going to go. And we finished one half of basketball. It's the Thunder up by 6. And we'll be back right after half.
Now, presented by Sprint. Fridays are made for basketball, and now, from the 2K Sports Studios, we're happy to bring you the halftime show. An impressive start for the Thunder. They've been aggressively attacking the rack, getting a lot of points right at the rim. And slugging it out so far, the Indiana Pacers. Defensive pressure so far paying off. They're forcing miscues, ripping and running. And that'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Second half is just around the corner. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The Thunder leading by 6.
Well, if you were following the Pacers like I did last year, Kevin, you knew that they'd be a tough team to play in the playoffs. Built for the playoffs. Size, strength, and depth. And that certainly proved to be the case. They made a good showing in their playoff run. Ran him right off the tough pick there, and that freed him up for the J.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, shot clock at 6. Rebound by Williams. Well, the Pacers dispatched the Magic with such ease that it turned some heads. But, Steve, I know they knew the real challenges would lie ahead in the later rounds, like that physical series they had in round 2 against Miami. In fact, I think he did one of the games, game 5, down in South Florida.
Yeah, I was down there, Kevin. That was a great series. And the Pacers, you know, they led that series 2-1. Looked like they had Miami on the ropes before Wade and LeBron kicked it into gear and ended up winning that series in 6. But I think it bodes well for Indiana, just how well they played in the regular season and giving Miami all they could handle in the playoffs.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, and I think it goes without saying, guys, but his strength and body control scoring in close, that's what makes him special. You can see it with the shooting percentages inside. I mean, he's a tremendous finisher.
And I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time. Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, an aggressive two-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
Down low, number 7. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, it's interesting. This Oklahoma City team has gotten better and better. And now it's to the point where every year the expectations are for the Thunder to pretty much get out of the West and maybe win the championship. Not easy to play with that kind of burden.
0. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Both teams will make substitutions. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Last season, though, when you talk about expectations, the Thunders have to be pleased with what they were able to accomplish.
And, Kevin, you know, with the way the Thunder played in the postseason, it was obvious that the expectations didn't bother them at all.
And while I'm sure there's some disappointment that they weren't able to win at all, losing to the Heat in 5 in a series where Oklahoma City was actually favored.
Yeah.
I think in the big picture, you have to appreciate how far they've come in such a short time.
Yep.
The future, obviously, very bright in OKC. That's grace over power, guys. With that finger roll, gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
Number 9. The shot from the low post is good. And the Thunder lead by 1.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Turner. Good.
And the pace has really ramped up in the second half.
Steve, I like the re-energized effort here. I mean, it's been a battle.
Here's Williams.
What throwdown there, man. And not much resistance on that jam.
Yeah, defensively, you're right. Not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of him, and they paid the price.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. 0-0. Shot is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Thunder quarter getting going here. It's time for the Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris Burke with the report. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. And for our uncontainable game, the Thunder are the recipients. No problems for them so far in this one as they have played a seamless game. You'll have to think they'll be able to keep it going here in the fourth.
Thanks again, Doris. Number 2. And the shot is good.
What a great game. This looks like it's going to go right down to the wire.
Well, you talk about what happens in close games. Mistakes are magnified. Both teams have to be very careful down the stretch here.
And for the Thunder, they set the pick. Oklahoma City moving it around. Rob. An even 3-on-3 break. And for the Pacers, number 23. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, you can really see the confidence they have from beyond the arc this half. It's visible and palpable.
And I'd throw tangible in there too, Clark. I mean, they know exactly what they're doing out there, knocking down everything. Visible, palpable, and tangible.
And for the Thunder, 6 to shoot. Number 11. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And for the Pacers, number 2. 0. Second shot opportunity. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So both teams changing it up here. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, nice work there to knock those free throws down to add to their lead.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Number 55. That's good.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Great job getting to the bucket and getting to the free throw line. You know, when the game's close, you want your guys attacking just like that.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Excellent use of the screen that time.
And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done. What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man!
Oh, Clark, he gets up so quickly.
Yeah, like a pogo stick.
Oh, my gosh. Not a lot of point guards in the league can jam like he can.
That's for sure.
And he's able to finish, guys, amongst all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism.
Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Good! And so here is Oklahoma City. Number 2. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Yeah, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. 0-0. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Looking to close this game out strong here.
Yeah, this one will be put away if they can get just a few more buckets. You can put it on ice.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
During that break, the coach of the Thunder had some words for his team. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make a comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 8. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Long range from the inbound. Connects from downtown.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Number 2. And a miss there on the triple. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For George.
35 years ago, professional basketball came to North Carolina and Greensboro. The Carolina Cougars invaded the land of the ACC and college basketball with its run-and-gun style and colorful ball. Tonight, on this WFMY News 2 Sports Special, we'll look back at the 5-year run of the Cougars in the Piedmont. Here's Greg Kerr.